Hello all, I am PWM working as an assistant professor at Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon in Mechanical Engineering Department. So we are discussing about the improvement in simple saturation cycle. So there are various methods. So we'll discuss next one. Simple saturation cycle with subcooling of liquid refrigerant by vapor refrigerant. So the liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser is at a high temperature than the vapor refrigerant leaving the evaporator. Number one. The liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser, which is at high temperature, can be subcooled by passing it through the heat exchanger and which is supplied with a saturated vapor from the evaporator. Means what? The vapor which is coming from evaporator have high temperature. Okay. So, sorry, the refrigerant which is leaving the condenser have high temperature and refrigerant which is coming from evaporator has less temperature. So therefore, we can provide the heat exchanger. In the heat exchanger, liquid refrigerant gives heat to the vapor refrigerant. Now liquid refrigerant is coming from the condenser and vapor refrigerant is coming from evaporator. So here you see there is a heat exchanger. So heat exchange is taking place between the refrigerant which is coming from condenser. It is at high temperature as compared to refrigerant which is coming from evaporator. Okay, so there is a heat exchange. Means what? The refrigerant which is coming from condenser will give its heat to refrigerant which is coming from evaporator. So here heating of refrigerant is taking place. Or if from the evaporator, if any water particles, refrigerant in liquid particles will be carried away, it will get evaporate. And you can provide what? The dry refrigerant to the compressor. So this is what the simple saturation cycle with subcooling of liquid refrigerant by vapor refrigerant. Now next is simple saturation cycle with subcooling of liquid refrigerant by liquid refrigerant. Now here you see the liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser is at high temperature. Then the liquid refrigerant leaving the expansion valve. So this is the cycle with respect to which two components? Condenser and expansion valve. Previous cycle was related to condenser and evaporator. Okay. Now again I am reading the statements. The liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser is at a higher temperature than the liquid refrigerant leaving the expansion valve. The liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser can be subcooled by passing it through the heat exchanger which is supplied with the liquid refrigerant from the expansion valve. In a heat exchanger, the liquid refrigerant from the condenser give heat to the liquid refrigerant from the expansion valve. So you can see the cycle here. Here you see the refrigerant which is coming from the condenser, okay, and refrigerant which is coming from the expansion valve. So there is a heat exchange is in between these two refrigerant, okay, and here refrigerant is directly refrigerant from the evaporator is directly supplied to compressor and refrigerant which we have to supply to evaporator that we are supplying to where? Heat exchanger. Okay. So heat exchange is taking place in between these two states of refrigerants. Okay. So again I will read here. The liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser is at higher temperature than the liquid refrigerant leaving the expansion valve. So what we are doing here is very important. See, there is a partial expansion. Because of expansion, there is a partial evaporation. Because during expansion process, pressure of refrigerant reduces. Because of pressure, some liquid refrigerant which is coming from condenser may evaporate. Correct? So that will be passed through the this heat exchanger, and pure liquid refrigerant will be passed to the evaporator. Now in evaporator, evaporation is taking place. Okay, and here heat exchange is taking place between the refrigerant which is coming from condenser and some vapor refrigerant which is coming from expansion device, and pure dry vapor is provided to compressor directly. Okay. So the liquid refrigerant leaving the condenser can be subcooled by passing it through a heat exchanger which is supplied with the liquid refrigerant from expansion valve. So this is about simple saturation cycle with subcooling of liquid refrigerant by liquid refrigerant. So in next lecture we'll discuss about actual vapor compression cycle. Thank you.